server repo. And normally why we create branch, okay, to add the code, okay, to add the code in the master branch, the master, okay, branch, we create a new branch and we'll do a pull request to merge or add the new code to the master branch, right? But now what we'll do, we'll create the branch at local repo itself only, okay, and along with the branch, we'll push the complete project in the server repo itself. I'll create the branch at local repo, okay, and project will be there in that, and the branch and project complete, I'll move it in the server repo, okay. So first thing first, what I'll do, I'll just try to pull, okay. Let me delete this one. Let me delete this also. I'll just take a fresh connection and fresh folder also by someone. Let us take Anil. Okay. So I'm just taking Anil as an Azure DevOps engineer. So Anil is going to create one folder in his local laptop, in his local repo. Okay. Fine. And then show more options. Git bash here. Okay. And then now see, this is E drive Anil folder in my local laptop. What I'll do next, I'll first pull the project. Okay, so I'll go to your organization. 7:30 a.m. batch is your organization, and we are doing our demos in this project, right? In this project one, we are doing our demos. So if you go to repos and files, I'm having one repository. Okay, Naresh India. Okay, Naresh India. See, guys, it's very simple in your real-time projects also. The number of repos you find, the number of repos, okay, you find in your project means that many number of, okay, projects it will be. The number of repos you find, okay, that many projects it will be. Okay. Suppose for an example, if you are finding here, just take 5 repos. Okay, this is one repo, this is one repo, third repo, fourth, fifth, means 5 projects you are having in this project. Okay. If you are finding 10 repos here, means 10 projects you are having here. Every one repo represents one project ideally, and that repo carry all the project files, folders, supporting files, connection files, every single thing about that project this repos will carry. This is the normal standard that we'll follow or we'll practice in our real-time projects in industry. Fine. So now what I'm trying to say here is Anil will first make a pull request, okay, so that, okay, so that he should be having the latest and complete project in his local repo. Okay, so Anil has made a connection here. First thing first, get in it. Okay, this is done. Let us check whether we got the folder or not. Dot get, yes, perfectly all right. Then say here next, get pull followed with the repo URL. Okay, click on the repo, click on the repo, click on clone, copy the URL and paste it here. Okay, it is pulling the complete project. Fine. The project got pulled completely. See here, I got the complete project here in my local repo, means in Anil folder. This is done. Next, what I'll do, I'll check first how many branches are there in my local repo. First, I'll check that one. I'll say here get branch. I'll say here get a branch. See how many branches are there? There is only one branch master. There is only one branch master. No, you can do using Visual Studio also, Madhavi. Yes, you can do using Visual Studio also. It's purely your choice. Yeah, you in your project, whatever the approach that they are taking, that they are working upon, you will be having hands-on, or you will be having lot of practice in that approach only. Okay, yes. In some projects we can do even with the Visual Studio as well. Fine. So next I'll say here, I'll go for the new branch creation. I'll say here git branch name. Okay. So let me, okay, I'll say here git branch followed with the branch name. I'll take the branch name something. What should be the branch name? We'll take practice. Okay. Now if you say git branch, see, you are having two branches. Previously, you are having only one branch master, but now you are having two branches, that is master and practice. Two branches you have created. If you want to create one more branch, you can create it. Git branch followed with the branch name. What should be the branch name you want, you can give it. All this I have mentioned here in the material, guys. No need to worry. Okay, see, to create a new branch in local, open git bash in correct repo which you want and pass this command. What is the command? Git branch practice local. This is the branch name. Okay, see here I have mentioned. Here if you see in above, in below image, the head of the branch is pointing to the practice local branch. See, that's very true. If you see here in our case, when I say here git branch, then it is showing two branches. Practice has one branch, master has one branch. And where is our cursor is pointing? It is pointing to master branch. It is pointing to master branch. Means that we are at master branch. And moreover, it is showing you everywhere that master. Means we are at master branch right now. And all, yes, of course, we have created one new branch also with a name called practice. I want to create one more branch, git practice, git branch. What is the branch name? Let us take the branch name will be DevOps. I think it will take or not, I'm not sure. Okay, it has taken. So if I see here Git branch and see I'm finding three branches: DevOps, practice, master, three branches. Now I want to switch to practice branch. For an example, I want to switch to practice branch. So what I'll say Git checkout practice. Okay. Now you switched from master branch to practice branch. If you want to check that, already it is showing here you practice. Till now it was showing here master. Now you have used the command called git checkout practice. Then after that it switched to you to the practice branch, and then it is showing here practice. If you want to check here with command also, then say a git branch, then see now the cursor, the asterisk is pointing to the practice branch. Previously it was pointing to master branch, and whichever branch you are, it will show in green color. And the uh, deadliest hint is this one. This is your deadliest hint that it will show you are at which branch. Fine. Now this is the branch that I have created, and this is the branch that I have jumped into. I have jumped into this branch. Now what I'll do, these are the sequence of commands. See now, to move to other branch within the local repo, then pass the below commands. Okay, git checkout followed with the branch name that we have done. Git branch. Okay, wherever the asterisk is pointing, that branch we are in. We are in that branch. Since we have created the branch in local repository, now to push this branch to server repo, okay, use the git command. That is a, okay, we have to use this sequence of commands here. Suppose for an example, you want to delete a branch also. You want to delete a branch, and this is the command. So if I come here, okay, let us take, I want to delete this DevOps branch. I want to delete this DevOps branch. So what I'll do, I'll pass the command here, git branch hyphen d branch name. Git branch hyphen d branch name. What is the branch name? DevOps. Hit enter. See now, deleted the branch DevOps. If you check here now again git branch, then you are finding two branches here. That is practice and master. And in that also you are in right now in practice branch. You switch over from master to practice. This is good. Now, if you want to push, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to push. Okay, I am pushing the complete branch which we have created in our local repo, okay, to to the server repo along with a project. Okay, along with a project. So what I'll do here, firstly, I'll come into the branch, okay, whichever the branch I want to push to, whichever the branch I want to push, that branch I'll come in. So yes, my plan here is to push the practice branch in server repo. If you come here, okay, this is my server repo. Is there any practice branch here? No, no practice branch, only master branch is there. So my plan is to push the practice branch. That is what I have selected. Next, what I'll do, okay, I'll say here git remote add origin followed with the repo link. Okay, I'll say here git remote add origin, git remote add origin, no spelling mistakes, guys, followed with the repo name. Okay, so I'll come here, I'll come to this repo. Okay, it's in master branch, clone, copy this one, copy to clipboard, come here and paste it. Done. Hit enter. This is done. What is the next step? It is next step. It is asking us step one, step two, step three. What is step three now? Git push hyphen u origin followed with the branch name. Okay. Git push hyphen u origin. Git push hyphen u origin followed with the branch name. What is the branch name we are having? Practice. Hit enter. Now what it is going to do? It is going to push the complete branch. Okay. Fine. Now this is been done. I'll come here and I will take a refresh. Now my expectation is that I should be seeing the practice branch here. Wow, amazing. See, practice branch came here automatically. And if you click on this one, then it is carrying the complete project also. See, practice branch is carrying the complete project as well. Super, super. So this is the power of git commands. Just in 2 seconds, it pushed the complete project from your local to server along with the branch also. That's why 99% of the industry is using now DevOps only, sorry, Git only in DevOps. Okay, so pull request I have shown guys yesterday, right? Now in the interviews, if they ask you, normally I will ask lot of questions in repos, guys. Repos is one of the main services of Azure DevOps. Trust me. Okay, if you are master in these three services, okay, then you can say that you are 50-60% DevOps engineer. What is that? Boards, repos, and CI, CD pipelines. These three. If you are master in these three services, not these three services, boards, and along with boards, all the sub services of boards, all the sub services, same, all the sub services of repos also you have to be master. And here also you have to be master in all the sub services of CI/CD pipelines. Okay, now pull request we have done yesterday. I have told, I have shown practically pull request. What is pull request here? When we want to merge the code, merge the code of two branches. Okay, what I'm saying here, when we want to merge the code of two branches, then we use a pull request. Simple definition. In simple words, shortest definition. Point understood, finished. Now you can give this definition in 5 lines also. You can give this definition in 1 page also. Okay, the interviewer wants that your knowledge is good, fine. And now it's your choice. You want to give a definition in 4 lines or 5 lines or in 10 lines or in 1 line. Okay, so basically it's very normal that you will get up different tasks or different things to do in your DevOps projects. And it's pretty obvious that your code is saved in the repos. And then when you want to make the changes in the repos and all, okay, and you want to reflect that changes what you have done in your master branch, because we triggered we trigger our CI/CD pipeline always in the master branch. Then it is normally a standard practice that we'll, you know, push or add the code whatever we have created in our local branch to master branch. And for that we need a pull request to do. We need a pull request to do here. Okay, fine. Okay. How to add the users and access to every repo. Ritvik, I have shown this in the very beginning classes. Okay. Particularly repo is not the feature we are having in Azure DevOps. For particular project, how to provide the access, how to add the users. This I have shown in the previous classes, maybe I think 15 days back or 15 days back classes. Okay. If you have forgotten, it's very normal. We human beings, we will forget. No worries. Just look the recordings, listen to the recordings, you will get it for sure. Okay. Pull server to local, push local to server. Yes. Madhavi, absolutely correct. Yes. Fine. So this is what we use for pull request for. Now, see here, I'm having two branches, practice and master. Okay. Now let us take, I want to add some code. Let us take, I want to add some code here in my practice branch for an instance. So click on commit, all click on edit. Whenever you are adding a piece of code, first click on edit here. Okay, add a piece of code. Let us take something. Okay, I'm adding some methods here. Okay, I'll just take it as, practice 1515. Okay, some code I'm just adding. Practice 1717 and practice 1919. Some code I have added. I click on commit. Okay. Pass the comments here saying that added a piece of code in home controller 15155. Fine. Where I'm doing this commit practice branch. Practice branch. Okay. Commit. Okay. This is done now. In practice branch, you are seeing three methods. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1515, 1717, 1919. Now, if you come to the master branch, see in same file, are you able to see that code 1515, 1717, 1919? No, you cannot. Now, in order to add that code in your master branch, then you do a pull request. That is what in shortest form I have told that to merge the code of two branches, we use the pull request. Now, in this branch, I'm having some new code added, right? These lines of code. How many lines of code I have added? Maybe some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, some 8 lines of code I have added. 1515, 1717, right? I think I have added 1919 also, or I have not added. Okay, let us take whatever it is. Some 4, 8 lines of code I have added. Now, if I'm trying to see that code in my master, it is not reflecting. See, it is not reflecting. What I'll do now, I'll go for the pull request. This I have shown yesterday also. Again, I'm showing the same thing. Title, it will ask you, see, file. And one more thing here, see guys, what I'm going to do, okay, I am going to add some reviewer so that someone should review my code before I am merging it to master. Okay, fine. Create. Okay, checking for merge conflict. Nothing is there. Okay, it will get approved by your team lead Kiddu. Approved, complete, and then complete the merge. What it is going to do, it is going to delete the practice branch. Delete practice after merging. Complete merge. Okay. Now it is merging both the branches. Done. If you come here to files, go to master branch. Okay. Click on this one, home controllers 1515. See here, you are going to see the code in master. Before pull request, you were not able to see. Now you are able to see here. If you see the history, it will show you all the details. Okay, see this the project new file home controller was created. Okay, yesterday at 8:02 a.m. by this user Vase. And then a piece of code has been added yesterday at 8:18 a.m. by this user Khiddu, because I am logging in with this user only. That's why it is showing this user. Again, today at 8 a.m., I have added again a piece of code, okay, in this file, and I have done a pull request also. All these things it is showing nicely. This is called, tracking or features of a version control system. Compare. If you want to compare, then you can compare it. Just click on it. Okay, see now what you have done in this file, home controller 1515 file. You have added how many? 13 lines of code. See, 13 plus 13 means 13. What is that 13? Wherever you are finding plus here, this 13 lines of code you have added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is showing 12. I think one more line I'm missing somewhere. Okay. This we can trust. This number we can trust. 13 lines of code I have added in this pull request. In which file? In this file. Okay, fine. I'll just come back to comments here. Okay. And if I go to files, if you click here on the repo and if you say history, then here it is showing you all the commits for this particular repo. For this particular repo, I am seeing all the commits. Who has created, when he has created, what he has added, what comments he has given, on which date, on which time he has done. If it is 2 years old, 6 months old, 1 year old, 5 years old also, it will show you all the commits. Every single thing, provided you should be having the paid subscription. For free subscription, it is not the case. For paid subscription, and yes, it's pretty obvious that in our real-time projects, we'll work on paid subscriptions only, not for free trial subscriptions in Azure DevOps also. Okay, fine. This is what I'm trying to say here. Implementation of pull request. Okay. Pull request, mine, active, complete, abandon. Okay. If you come here, pull request, then you are finding here this one. Mine, active, completed, abandon. Okay. What is mine? Okay. Mine is what? Mine is something, what are the pull request? Here we see all the pull requests which are created by you or assigned to you. Created by you or assigned to you. Okay. Active means here we see all the active pull requests that is pending from your end. Active, you have to complete it. And these are the pull requests which you have completed already. Okay. It is showing just one conflict here for this one. Okay. So I'll just close this one. Okay. Okay. I'll just move this one. Okay. Let it be. Fine. If there is any option for me to delete this one, not sure. Okay. Next is what? Active. This pull request that have, is there any pending from me? No, nothing. Completed. 2 pull requests I have completed. One yesterday. One I have completed just 4 minutes ago. Abandon. Okay, what is abandon here? Abandon is something created a new pull request and that pull request marked as abandoned by the reviewer. Then all the pull requests we can see here. Okay, abandon means rejected kind of. Okay, or not approved by your reviewer, whoever you have added, kind of. Okay, so this is the complete set information, guys. And when you're doing a pull request, okay, see, when you're doing a pull request, this is your practice branch, this is your master branch. I'm saying practice branch as source branch because I have added new code here. And my intention is to add this new branch code to master. This is my destination branch. Giving meaningful title for this merging, giving meaningful description, adding your reviewer. Okay, I have added Kiddu. Link the work items if it is any. Click on create, then approve, and then complete merge. See, in approvals, you are having multiple options here. Approve with suggestion, wait for author or reject. Okay, mostly it will get approve or approve with suggestion. And this also you will get it in the very beginning days when you are a fresher. Because the project, the team lead, manager, client, architects don't want to take any risk with the master branch. Okay, when you join as a fresher or a new joinee, once they have seen your confidence or once you become old in the project, once you get comfortable with the project architecture, with the project work, with the project task that what is been assigned to you and all, then they will remove that restriction and then you yourself can make a code merge in the master also. Okay, fine guys. This is what about the repos. Next we are having pipelines. Next, we are having pipelines. So see here, what is this pipeline module? See guys, maybe in your material, you are finding here test plans, I believe so. Okay. After repos module, you are finding here test plans, I believe so. So I have just shuffled. I kept the pipelines module on top. After pipelines, we'll see for test plans. Okay. Fine. I have just shuffled here and there, up and below. That's it. It is there. Don't need to worry. So might be in your material, you're finding a test plans. So I don't want to go with test plans now. First, I'll go with the pipelines because this is very important module for us. Test plans and artifacts, guys, not that important. Okay, especially the people who are working as test engineers, who are working as quality testers. Then for them, the test plans is useful. This is the pipeline, very, very important module in Azure DevOps. So first we'll learn this one, then we'll go for the test plans and artifacts modules. Okay, fine. So what is pipeline now? See, I'll just put a very simple definition for a pipeline also. See, now whatever the code you have written, okay, added, modified, okay, and whatever the files, whatever, whatever the files, okay, that you have added or modified in your project, which is nothing but a repo. Now, to build and deploy that newly added code or file, okay. Now, to build and deploy that newly added code or file, okay, in other Azure resources, then we'll do the pipelines. And in pipelines, we are having two sections. What is that? First is CI and the other one is CD. In pipelines also, we are having two sections, that is CI and CD. So in CI, we are doing the code building and code testing. Code building, code build, and code tests. And in CD, we'll do the code deployment. We'll do the code deployment. Okay. Building and testing we'll do in CI, and in CD we'll do the code deployment. But here CI, CD will be done in parallel one by one simultaneously. We'll do this simultaneously. CI and CD will do it simultaneously together. Okay, it's something like this. I'll tell you. I'll give you a layman example. See, you're having a party at home in the night. Okay. So what will you do when you're having a party in the night? Whole day you will do the preparation because guests are coming to your home in the night. What will you do? You will clean your home. You will cook some 3-4 dishes for your guests, right? You will cook some 3-4 dishes for your guest. You will do full hard work entire day. Okay, you will, decorate your home. You will clean your home. You cook some good dishes. You will cook some sweet, you will cook blah blah blah. Okay, that all cooking, cleaning, hardworking we are doing in repos. And now, once the guest came to your home in the night, what will you do? You will serve that food to them as a dinner. You will serve the dishes what you have created to your guest in the night as dinner. That serving we call it as CI/CD pipelines. Okay, fine. So once you do the CI/CD, whatever the code that you have implemented, modified, that code will imply, that code will affect, that code will change or show the functionality feature in your application. Okay, now you can deploy your code either in Azure services, and that could be, you know, Azure services or resources, whatever it is, resources or services. And this could be both in IaaS and PaaS services. Pipelines is a very big module, guys. I think we are having two, three demos in pipelines. Okay, that two very big demos it is. Okay, we'll just cover it, no problem. Okay. So this is very important module as an Azure DevOps engineers. Getting fine. So what I'll do, okay, I'll just go here. Okay, this is the complete theoretical information about the pipelines now. Okay, Azure Pipelines is a cloud service that we can use, okay, to automatically build and test our project code. Build and test our project code and make it available for other developers also. When we run the pipeline and if there is any problem or issue in the code, then it will notify us saying error at so and so line and file, and we have to resolve it before publishing the code to a particular server. Okay. Pipeline in DevOps is a set of process, automated or can be triggered manually, which is used to make available your project code to developers. It helps us to send our code from one place to another place, which will be available for all the users. If we deploy our code to a particular server, then our code will be available to all the users. Okay, just read this theoretical information, guys. This is all theoretical information. Okay, so see here, the stages that we are having in pipelines. See, firstly, we are having a project in repo. Correct now. See now, this is my project in my repo. This is my project now. This is my project. Where it is in repo, Naresh India repo. So project in repo, then I'll do the build, then I'll do the testing, then I'll do the deploy finally. See here, getting the code from repo to build the code. If build runs successfully without any issues, then do the unit testing. Here we'll do the unit testing and all the unit testings are working fine. Then do deploy. Finally, here we deploy the code from repo to a particular server. That could be a dev server, UAT server, production server, depends upon. These are the stages that we are having, guys. So you can have 3 stages, you can have 5 stages, you can have 2 stages, depends upon project to project. Okay, key points on Azure DevOps pipelines. See, Azure DevOps pipelines works with any programming language and with any platform. That's true. See, guys, it is not a restriction or limitation that, if you are writing your code in .NET, then only you can use Azure DevOps repos and pipelines. No, this is completely wrong. Azure DevOps repos and pipelines is compatible, okay, with any of the programming language. Okay, you can write the code in .NET, Java, okay, Ruby, Python, okay. What else? Go programming, okay, ARM templates, what else, etc., etc. Any programming language you can use. See here, we can use any language like .NET, .NET Core, Python, C Sharp, Java, JavaScript, Angular, PHP, Ruby, C++, ARM templates. The list just can go on. Azure DevOps is compatible to develop the projects with any of the programming language. If you don't know any of the programming language, even you can work with ARM templates also in DevOps, in Azure DevOps. Biceps also it will work out. Okay, in Azure DevOps, okay, our project code or project source code could be in a version control system. Yes, that's very true that we are having in repos. Azure pipelines can be integrated with multiple features: GitHub, GitHub Enterprise, Azure repos, okay, etc., etc. And we are doing our all demos with Azure repos. Okay, why Azure repos? Because Azure repos is the given, proved, integrated, authenticated services of Azure DevOps. If you're keeping your code in GitHub, if you're keeping your code in somewhere in GitHub Enterprise or Bitbucket, etc., if your code leaks, if your project gets compromised, if you get to some exposed, then Microsoft will not take up the responsibility. Microsoft says that if you are using Azure repos and something mishapped, something wrong, some code leakage, okay, something has happened, then I'm responsible for it because this services is been integrated by myself in my Azure DevOps portal. Okay, yes, Azure DevOps is compatible even with other open source tools also, but no responsibility from Microsoft side. If you're taking this one, then this is the authenticated one, documented, recognized by Microsoft. That is what it is saying here. All these are the repositories where our project code can be placed or stored in. Okay. Deployment targets, pricing, pipeline pricing. Okay. Yes. It is free for some hours. Okay. See, for private repos, pipelines is free for 30 hours in a month. If we are using more than 30 hours in a month, then we have to pay extra amount to Azure DevOps. And that based on the location where we have deployed our project and number of lines of code we are storing in our repos. Depends. But guys, see, to be honest, it will be more than sufficient for us to practice our Azure DevOps pipelines in a month for 30 hours is more than sufficient. More than sufficient. Okay. Now, pipelines, CI/CD pipelines. What is CI? What is CD? Okay, sorry. What is CI and what is a CD? Okay. So see here, CI is used to automate, test, and build the project code or projects. Okay, project code or projects. It is used to find bugs or other build issues in early phase. Yes, it is used to find the bugs or issues in early phase of the project before we are making any deployment. Okay, we are doing here code building, code testing of our project or project code. CI and CD are the two main important process in the pipelines. In CI, Azure DevOps pipeline will fetch the code from repository and build the code and runs the test. These steps are covered in CI. Whereas in CD, CD is used to automatically deploy the code in multiple stages. Automatically deploy the code in multiple stages. Like if we are working in a particular project, then we are having multiple stages or environments like dev, QA, staging, prod, etc. to maintain the quality and deploy the code. CD is used to deploy our code one by one with or without permissions as per the settings that we define in the pipelines to different targets. Target means here it could be a server, it could be a app services, web applications, or it could be a containers, anything it could be. It depends upon. Okay, when CI/CD will trigger or how we can trigger CI/CD. When or how? When or how we can trigger CI/CD. There's the heading somewhere here and there, guys. Okay. So we can trigger CI/CD pipelines. Okay. Manually, automatically. Okay. Depends upon our choice. Okay. See what I'm saying here? Anytime we can run the CI/CD pipelines to build and test our project code. And automatically also you can do automatically on each commit. Whenever you are making a commit, Okay, I showed, right? What is commit? I have shown. Whenever we are doing the commit, on that time, it will get triggered automatically or on a fixed interval. You want it to get triggered, okay, after every 5 hours, after every 4 hours, after every 7 hours. That is also possible. Or at a particular time. You want to trigger it daily at 4 a.m. in the morning. You want to trigger it daily at 11 p.m. in the night. You can set up the time, automatically it will trigger. There is no need for you to do anything. Automatically it will get executed and the code deployment will happen to different Azure IaaS and PaaS services. Okay, fine. So building new CI/CD pipeline in DevOps. Okay, this is the practicals. We are going to start it from here. But before that, I'll just put on this thing here. Wow, one minute. This one is important. Okay, I'll just take this. Okay, I'm cutting from here and I'm pasting here. Very important thing. Okay. Now, running of CI/CD pipelines. Just I'm making some of the content here and there, guys, up and below and up. Nothing like that. Okay. So, very important. Remember, guys, you cannot run your CI/CD pipelines in whichever project you want. See, suppose for an example, this is my project, right? 7:30 a.m. is my organization. Naresh student project one is my project. Now, if I run my CI/CD pipeline here, it will get failed. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make here is we cannot run CI/CD pipeline in whichever project we want in Azure DevOps free trial account. Okay, we cannot run the CI/CD pipelines, okay, in whichever project we want, okay, in Azure DevOps free trial accounts. Okay, we have to get an exclusive permission from Microsoft to run the CI/CD pipelines. We have to get an exclusive permissions from Microsoft. Okay, and once Microsoft give you a permission, then only you can run the CI/CD pipelines. Else it will get failed. Else the pipeline will get failed here. See, now I'll show you one thing. This is my project now. I'll go to the pipelines. I'll say create a pipeline. I'll say Azure Repos Git. This is my repo. And in this repo, I'm having a project. I'll take this one. I'll say a ASP.NET Core. Okay. Then I'll say a save and run. See, now it will get failed. I'm just running the pipeline here. See, it got failed. It got failed. What it is saying? No hosted parallelism has been purchased or granted. Parallelism has not purchased or not even granted also. To request a free parallelism grant, please fill out the following option form. Okay, go to this one and open this form here, and then you have to fill these details. What is your name? What is your email address? Email address means this email address, your DevOps account email address, not your Instagram or YouTube account email address. Okay, this email address, your DevOps account email address. Okay, then organization. Your project in which organization? In if in our case, Organization name is this one, 7:30 a.m. batch. Whatever the organization name you have given, give that organization name. You are running this for private or public project. Private, select private here and then click on submit. What it is saying here, see, please consider that it could take 2 to 3 business days to proceed the request. We are working on improving this process at the moment. Sorry for the inconvenience. So it will take 2 to 3 business days also for you to get the permission from Microsoft. 99% you will get the permission. 99% will get the permission. Rarely, sometimes they will deny you a permission. If they deny the permission, then you cannot run the CI/CD pipelines. That is what I'm trying to say here. And 2 to 3 business days, it is they are saying maybe they will approve it before that only. It depends. Okay, fine. This is what how it got failed. Now to get a permission, okay, copy this link, paste, pass on the details, click on submit, wait for 2 days, you will get the permission, then you can run the pipelines. And you will get an email notification from Microsoft saying that permission has been granted, so and so, blah, blah. This is what it is. Okay, that is what I have said here. See, here we have to fill the form. See, whenever we want to run the build or release, we always has to seek an approval from Microsoft Corporation upfront in advance. If we run the build or release without an approval, then we'll get an error as shown in the below image. See, this is the image I've shown. Okay. Here it will ask us to fill the form link in the link. This is the link it will give. Here we have to fill this form by mentioning all the details like organization name, project type, etc., along with the strong justification. Previously, it used to ask justification also, but now it is not asking for justification. So that's why I removed this one. Previously, we have to give the justification also why we need access. Okay. And then it might take, okay, it might take some 2 to 3 business working days to get an approval from Microsoft. Once we get an approval, then we can run the pipelines only for that organization and project for which we got the access. Please do remember this, very important. Clear, guys? Is it clear? Making sense or not? Right? So these are the things that you have to keep in mind. Fine. So I'll just stop the class here for today. Tomorrow, we'll start the practicals for CI/CD pipelines. Okay, we are creating a new .NET project and we'll start the practicals implementation for this one in tomorrow's class. Okay, I'll just mark your syllabus here. It's page number 123. Okay, fine. So any questions, guys? Anyone's any questions? Ritvik, I have told this already just now to you. I don't know. At project level, we can do this type of restrictions. At branch level, I don't think so we can do it. And how to do that at project level, I have shown this in the previous classes. Please do check the recordings. At branch level, master branch or local branch, I don't think we are having like that kind of restrictions that we can do in Azure DevOps. Okay, fine. Rishikesh, I have installed Tortoise Git, but it's not showing any symbol for the files when executing the Git commands. So Rishikesh, just restart your laptop and how you have installed it, whether you have installed properly or not, that I don't know, Rishikesh. Okay, it's very normal software here. Okay, it will just hardly take some 10 minutes for you, and if you install it properly, then it will show. Just restart your laptop once, Rishikesh. Okay, and just see now why it is. As I have told, these softwares initially will trouble you, but slowly as the time goes on, this will get settled down in your laptops. Likita Bai, adding experience is purely depends on you. It purely depends on your confidence, your courage. If you can take it up the interview as an experienced professional, then add it, no problem. Okay, if you are doing all the labs, you are doing each and everything that what I'm showing in the classes, then you can add some experience also, mentioning that you have worked in operations project, not development. Say here that you have worked in support projects. Okay, then yes, if you have done all the labs, super confident you are. It purely depends on your preparation, ma. I cannot say on it. If you have done the preparation very well, rock solid, then you can handle 2 years, 3 years of experience also. No doubt. Okay, fine. So, any other questions, guys? All good? Fine. All right, guys, then I'll just close the class for today. We'll connect again tomorrow, and then we'll continue. Okay. Bye, everyone, guys. Take care. Good day.